Hello, kings and queens. Welcome back to my storytelling of how I met a narcissist that almost ruined my life. I know it's been a minute. It's been a minute. I lost my friend, a sister to me. She passed away, and I was a bit down, and I didn't want to put up a story when that was going on. So I had recorded the story, but then cancel it, and I'm doing a new one today because I feel good today, and I feel like a story like this, I need to say, I'll tell it when I'm in a good mood. So, as I said to you guys before, the sister-in-law, she was the first person that ever made social media to drag me. I have been on social media actively since 2012. Okay. And I've had a lot of ups and downs with people online, but I have never had anyone pull up a receipt on me. The sister called me one day after we have already spoken. So when she knew about me and the brother, she added me on social media. She added me on Snapchat. I didn't care to know her. She added me, and she told her brother to let me add her, and I added her back. We were there on TikTok. She introduced herself to me. I'm lipstick sister, blah blah blah, which I really didn't care because the brother have already told me of how evil she is. So before I met the sister, because I was like, you were saying you're going to get married to me in December. How am I going to get married to you when I don't even know your family? So I need to know your families. So he said to me, oh, the reason why I don't want you to know my families, or like the reason why I'm taking my time, I don't want my families to get involved, is because my sister is very evil. And my family have this history of every woman coming into our family, they will not accept that woman. They will give that woman hell of a problem. And I'm thinking in my head, listen, I am a whole drama myself. Nobody is going to give me hell of a problem, okay? Just introduce me, do the right thing. I don't need them to love me. I just need to know them, okay? I just need to know who are behind you and who your families are. I really don't care if anyone likes me or not. So he had introduced me to this girl. The day she introduced me, I have that evidence. As I said before, I still have all evidences because what this guy was telling me about his family, most of the conversation between me and the sister mostly was recorded because the sister is one evil being. And I confirmed that the day she recorded me and sent it to social media. That was when I was like, bruh, your brother has never lied on you. You are such an evil girl. So we have spoken. She called me one time, I call her, we send messages to each other. On this fateful day, I was busy working. I work from home. I was working, and she called me. When she called me, she was just going blah blah blah. One thing about the sister, she is such an attention seeker. She and the brother, they love attention so freaking much. When it comes to media, they are so much like attention seeking freaks. So she called me. There was something going on media. She was just talking to me. She was saying my brother is not saying the right thing. He's telling me that he's still in love with the other girl. Blah blah blah. Which now, when I look back on the story, on the statement that she was saying, she might have been right on what she said. But why record me and send it to social media to prove a point on me when I am not your brother and I'm not the problem? I'm just talking to you genuinely, out of respect, listening to you talk. She went ahead, people that I had issues with, people I was fighting with, she sent them picture and the voice message. They had a whole meeting about this voice message. It was big on social media. My name played all week long. My name was flying on social media, and I could not react. Normally, everyone knows me. If you do something to me, I'm paying back. I am not going to take anybody bully. I will come back, pay back. I will do you back. But for some reason, this lady did everything that she did to me, and I never insulted her. I never was angry. You know why? Because she was denying it behind the scenes. She lied on her best friend that her best friend did it, which of course I was the only one on the phone with her. There was no conference call. I am not lame. I know phone more than her and her brother. So there was no conference call. There was nothing like someone was on the other phone. She was the only person on the phone with me, and she recorded it, because when you listen to the recording, you would hear her more than me. If another person had recorded her, me and her voice would have been far away from the phone. But no, her voice was more closer to the phone than mine. So she had recorded it and sent it to whoever she said it to. So that was a big thing. And I was like, wow, which family is it? And all the families were backing her, because she's the little witch in the family where everyone will back her up. So I was thinking in my head, I am a princess in my own family too. The only girl in my family. Like, I'm so loved. But if I do something bad, my family is going to tell me off. They're going to tell me, yeah, what you did was wrong. They are not going to back me on something that I've done so wrong, more especially to another person's child. They're not going to allow that. I can do it to them, they might let me go, but to someone else, my family will never accept that. My parents will never accept that. But in her case, it was different. People believed what she said, the lies she said, that someone else had recorded me. Up to today, she have never been honest. After that situation, she was just insulting me. She was that person that will get up, call her mom, and say bad things about me to her parents. And the brother will always tell me. And I will be on the phone, listening to the other side of the phone, listening to them, always listening to their family conversation that they had in their family group. She will insult me. She will always be the person that will bring up my stories. Like, sis, you're so ugly. You are not even my class. When it comes to seriousness, progressiveness, we are not of the same league. I don't know you. Why the hell are you on my relationship like we are dating the same guy? When of course we are not. So I said to myself, you know what? I am not the problem here. This girl does not love her brother. They are pretending. They don't love themselves. Everyone gossip about everyone. There's no love here. I am not the problem. I'm not going to allow them to make me believe that I am their problem. Their problem is an ongoing problem. The brother had told me everything about the sister. Every little secret about the sister. I remember one day the sister husband called I sent a voice message to the girl. No, the brother had called the lady and said, oh, if you don't leave Fanta alone, Fanta is going to broadcast all your secrets. Because you got dirty secrets, girl. Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk. You know, so the brother had said to the sister, imagine that time, the brother is the one that told me the secret. I have people that wanted to talk to me, that I knew them, but they have not told me. They've only told me that they're crazy, much like the sister, that she had an accident, blah, 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 she's got mental health. That is all they told me. They didn't tell me much more. The brother had told me about the sister's marriage, how disgraceful it is, how abomination it is, how shameful it is that she cannot even post the man. So the brother was giving me a confirmation that don't worry about my sister. She is jealous of you because we are in a relationship and we could post ourselves on media. She cannot post her husband because of so. I will not say it now. You know why? Because I want her to suffer. I want her to suffer like she wanted me to suffer. So I will not say exactly who she got married to, that she's not supposed to get married to, because the person will be losing his job too. Yes, when you marry to a mad woman that you cannot control, that is the result you get. You get karma for them involving in someone else's life and making someone else's life a hell. So there was a day I was just sat here and the brother called me. And it's like, oh my God, I can't even believe one guy called me. The guy is like, my sister call him to go and do juju, voodoo, so that me and you, our relationship can break. And I turned to him and I'm like, what are you actually bringing to this relationship that your families are so keen to break it? Like, I really don't care. He was, I can't believe my sister would do that to me. Anyway, I know my sister is evil. I know she does a lot of voodoo. They pretend to be Catholic, but there are lots of voodoo people and all of those things. I'm like, listen, nobody can hurt me through voodoo. I am a Malian. I came from a family of herbalists. Like, there is no way anyone is going to touch me. If they keep fighting me, they are going to expose themselves. They are going to expose themselves. I know who I am. That's why I don't look for people's trouble. I wait for them to look for my trouble and I fight for myself. So that situation was a long one. But then again, I wanted to get evidence because for me, I wanted to send message to the sister immediately and tell her off. Okay. So I was like, call the guy back, ask the guy to record the sister. Tell the guy that any money that he wants, we'll give it to him. Let him record the sister when the sister is telling him about the job, to go to the voodoo man and all of those things. He never did because obviously, there was no guy. There was nothing like that. The sister is devilish. Yes. She's evil. Yes. She does juju. Yes. But that particular scenario was all lies. That is at the end of my story. That is when I found out it was lie. But at the moment, that's what she told me. At that moment, then that's what he told me, that the sister is this and that and that and that and that. Now, all of these things that was going on, this guy was making me believe, oh, my ex, which was the girl I told you guys about before in my part 1 and part 2, that she was comfortable with him sleeping in the baby mama's house. I'm like, no, bro, you're not going to sleep in your baby mama's house because that is your ex. And maybe the reason why that girl was comfortable with you sleeping in the baby mama's house was because she needed something from you. She needed you to bring her to them, to overseas. I don't need nothing from you. In fact, you need me to bring you to the UK. I don't need you to bring me to anywhere. So no, I am not going to condone you sleeping in your baby mama's house. In fact, it's not even fair on her. I was even talking for the woman. I was like, it's not fair on her. If this woman is trying to move on and you are in her privacy, like you are in her space, how is she even going to have a boyfriend and then you are all over the place? Guys, there's a flight going on around. It's summer and the doors are open and it's irritating. I've got a fly spray, but I do spray them in the evening. That is because the fly is just passing in my face and it's really annoying. But that is summer for you. So I was like, no, you're not going to sleep in that lady's house. So this guy would turn everything on me. This is when I said he's a narcissist. He's not just a mentally disturbed person, but he was a narcissist. He would turn everything on me. He will bring my exes up. Like, there is no sign of my ex. I don't lie to you. I don't tell you I'm going to walk and leave the house and blah, blah, blah. I am always on the phone with you. So there was nothing for him to pinpoint to, but he always find a way to pinpoint things about me. Like I said to you guys before, when he's broke, he lies that his card is not working. I end up finding that because I had seen all of his bank statements. I went all the way back to a couple of months in our relationship. Yes, I took my time. I went into those bank statements. I'm like, damn. I remember the scenarios that he was lying to me. I was like, my issue here is, let me just say this in this story. I have dated someone that had nothing. I actually shared a lot with that person. It's about honesty. Do not come here faking things, acting as if you owe that when you don't have nothing. You don't even have a spray. You don't even have a deodorant. You don't even have a boxes. You don't even have a vest as a man. You don't even have toiletries as a man. But then you want to claim you're rich, you have money and all of those things. For me, it's the lies. It's the lies. And when you're lying, at least be able to keep up with your lie. This guy pretends to have audio businesses in Africa. He have nothing. I ended up finding out that he talked to himself. The group I told you guys about, the WhatsApp group, that is where he sent messages, lying on his friends, lying about the what's it called, the shipments company and all of this. It's all bull crap. It's all bull crap. This guy does not have no freaking car business. He don't even know cars. The guy cannot even drive. So what do you mean? He has no car business. He lies and says he's a car dealer. He does car business for years. Me being mean, obviously, I love everyone growing. I wanted to make sure he grew because he was complaining about the guy selling for him. And I'm trying to like make sure he's okay. His business is running well. I'm trying to assist him. And there was no evidence up to the day that I sacked him online. There was no evidence of his business. Everything was lies. And he would manipulate you and say, don't tell my families that I have business. He said his ex had told his family that he have business, so his families were angry with him. No, he really don't even have it. He don't. There is no business. I remember he told me about something that the ex, when the ex wanted to expose him at one point, he had then said that the ex had borrowed him money, I think up to 20 something million. All of that money that was borrowed to him for business, it was like there was no business, and he had to pay that money by installments because he don't have it. So he lies about his card to now give him chance to pay the money little by little. When I met this guy, he said he could not send up to 10 million to Sierra Leone a month. I was like, what? That's bullshit. You're working your money. How are you not going to be able to send it? That is up to like £400. How are you working your money and you cannot use it? Call your bank back and blah, blah, blah. That took long. It was going back and forth. And finally he said, oh, I'm free now. I can do it. When he said he was free, there was another lies. That he could not solve out things on himself. That he always have to borrow money from me. And I have to fulfill the monies. And a day I sent 20 million. Lie. He lied to me. Oh, the guy, the money, they stole the money from the guy. It's all bullshit. It's all bullcrap. It's all lie. There was no thieves. There was no money that was stolen. That investigation never happened. Everything just stopped. This guy was a pathological liar, a narcissist that will make you believe that you are the problem, that will make you believe that you have issues, that will make you believe that you are talking to other men when you know you're not talking to other men. No evidences of this. Like, he will make you believe anything humanly possible. When I started finding out my investigations, my evidence, I was not even shocked. I was angry. There are some days I just want to be cool around him, like, because I want to like get him to relax, get him to be honest with himself, get him to not see me as a competition, but as a partner. But then every time I remember the lies, I just get really mad. I don't. It does not get easy. I really just get mad. I'm like, why would someone be lying in that manner? Why would someone fake things in that way? I get so angry, and he's always using that, oh, you're shouting on me, you're disrespecting me, you don't this, because you are a liar. I cannot stand people that lie. And that was the first thing I said to him when we met. I was like, one thing about me, tell me. Let me hear it from you. I don't want to hear things from other people. I hate to hear things from strangers. If you're going to talk to me direct. Do not go talking to people, or don't go telling people things, or I will hear things from other people. No, just tell me. I will be able to deal with it. Even if you tell me you've cheated on me, as long as you are the one that said that to me, even if somebody tell me, I'm going to be like, I already know. And that is what gossip don't like. When you tell them I already know, they are going to get tired of it. That is something I learned from my previous relationship. So I always want to implement it because it works perfectly. It makes that unity stronger. It makes other people scared to even get involved in your relationship. When you guys are both honest and very plain to yourself. No matter how painful it is, just say it. So I started finding out things, and I'm like, bro, this guy, before I said I did not want him, this guy had a plan. I'd already sacked him. But then I said to myself, if this guy have so many naked videos of other women, he might have got something for me. I've never sent him a naked video of myself or naked picture of myself, but he might have gotten it from a video call that we always make. He's always want to be on a video call. So let me get him to come to the UK once more for the last time, so I can just search his phone, get those things deleted from his phone. That is exactly what I did. I asked him, oh, are you going to come to the UK? He said yes, and he came. That was at the ending of his 6-month visa, almost coming to an end. He came to the UK, and lo and behold, this guy wanted to come and wreck in the UK. Because he don't have the money that he's paying for the visa. Because he cannot afford it. The money was too much. He cannot afford it. That's why he said to me, he said the visa money was too much. I've never even seen evidence of that. But that's why he said. So he could not afford it. So he wanted to come and wreck here. I didn't know. I had my plans, not knowing that he had his own plans too. So he came to the UK, and I could not pick him up. I said to him, take taxi and come. He took a taxi because I was not interested. I was so much done with him. But I just wanted to check his phone. So he took a taxi. Normally when he comes, I pick him up. He took a taxi, he came. and I was ready to charge his phone that day. And if you can guess anything, this guy was so suspicious. He was with his phone. He was literally lying down on his phone. I could barely get access to this phone. I told my sister, I'm like, this guy is suspecting something, or he's up to something too, because I cannot get hold of his phone. So later on in the night, I had to, I'm like, let me sacrifice my, sexual, whatever. Let me give him game so that I can have his phone. So I had to bang him, and then he slept off. And I took his phone, and I saw my naked video pictures on his phone when I was in the shower, unauthorized. He was taking screenshots of me in the shower, dressing, bending over. Da, da, da. I was so shocked. I was so stressed. I was so surprised. I was fuming. Why is he keeping this on his phone for? I deleted every bit of it. I went into the trash and deleted everything on it. I was like, I could not believe myself. I could not believe I was in this situation. I could not believe that someone is behaving like this to me. I could not believe none of it. So I can't say anything because I don't need him to kill me. Because if this person can be this evil and he's mentally disturbed, I don't know what extent he can get. So let me just keep quiet and wait for him to go back. He came just for the weekend so I can do my bits and pieces. So in the morning, I got up and I'm thinking in my head, okay, it's just a couple of days left for the weekend to finish. And all of a sudden, we are dressing to go out, and this guy tell me, I got email from someone from my phone. I will show you guys the email. Someone told me that I left my passport and my residence permit at the airport. So the person on the email said, oh, you can come and get your document on Tuesday when you're going back. How does a airline knows you're traveling back on Tuesday? That is not their information to pull up. For me, that was strange. I was like, that's scam. Ignore it. But he knows exactly what happened. So he knows it's not scam. So he brought the conversation back the next day. And I'm like, if it's true, it's like, oh, you looked his bag. It's like, oh, babe, I can't find my passport. It's true. This person have it. I'm like, why did you not tell me so we can go get it? Why are you waiting till Tuesday to go get your documentation? Because this is your documentation. This is important. It's not something that you're going to leave at the airport. It's like, oh, no, the person said Tuesday. I was like, you know what? I was so done with him. Like, I've seen these things. I don't want to deal with him. I don't want to argue with him. I was like, fuck that shit. That's fine. Wherever you want to go, take it. Go take it. Tuesday came, and this guy went to the airport. Me thinking that, oh, he's gone now. Everything is fine. Blah, blah, blah. But before that Tuesday, he had dropped his phone in my house. He left his phone in my house. He lost his phone. I didn't know he was in my house. He said he lost his phone. I didn't even believe him. So he went to the airport and he said to me, oh, a couple of hours, he said, oh, I can't travel because they said they had tear my passport and my ID card. I was like, no. Nobody can tear your passport or your ID card, not even the police, because it's not their documents. They're going to send it back to the embassy. They're going to send it back. There's a refund information on that documentation. There is an address somewhere to send it back. And there's no way they are going to just get rid of it. I was so shocked. I was like, no. Initially, I believed him. I was trying to help him. I was like, no, that is not possible. Blah, 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 blah. This guy was going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. At the end of it, he said the flight left. They didn't let him travel. They didn't let him travel. And guess what? This guy had tear his document because he wanted to get stuck in the UK. Okay, so when he was going back to the airport, I took him myself. And when we were going in the car, almost at the airport, in the middle of the journey, he said to me, he said, oh, if I go there, I don't see my document. That means I'm coming to seek asylum in the UK. And I look at him, I'm like, not in my house, with anger. Because something in me just said, this guy is messing up with something. And I'm like, not in my house. You cannot come and seek asylum in my house. First of all, you're broke. Second of all, how are you coming to seek asylum in my house so that I can feed you my kids? Money that I'm using to feed my kids, I'm going to be feeding you, taking care of you in my house. And he said, oh, I'm just joking. He made that laughter. Oh, I'm just joking. It's just fun. And I didn't say a word. I just keep quiet. So when I drove him in the airport about all this story of the passport, I just remember that statement. I was like, this guy. Something is fishy. That was when I concluded I shared that documentation. Oh my God. He came back and he said, oh, they said I should go get a reference number in the airport that they will let me travel. He went and get it. He said, oh, I've gotten it, but it's too late now. The gate is closed. So he told me he got it. I said, send me a picture of it. I'll show you guys on the screen. He sent me a picture of it, and I'm like, it's like, okay, the guy, they said to me at the gates that I can travel tomorrow. So we got a ticket for him to travel tomorrow. Tomorrow came, same thing. I was so stressed. Imagine I'm trying to get rid of this guy. Tomorrow came, he could not travel. They said to him, no, you cannot travel with just that. You need a laissez-passer. You need a documentation to allow you to travel. Because we cannot identify you. You do not even have your documentation on your phone. I said to me, how you really not have the documentation on your phone? Like a picture of it on your phone. He said they don't have it. I was like, how am I going to get rid of this guy? I was so stressed. Let me stop here for now so that this video is not too long. Part 4, you will get to hear how I found out everything, how he lies about the embassy, how I had to take him to London, how everything went down. It is a whole lot. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Keep watching and keep listening so you can learn from my story. Share with your friends. Let them learn from my story. It was a long one. I cannot even explain my story one after the other, but I'm trying my best to explain as much as I could. Share this video and like it. Bye.